This is a follow-up to an earlier video on practical uses to sum product in financial modelling. This sixth example will aim to compute the total and included EBITDA of the above dataset. First, we have to reference the revenue data range in column G. Then the EBITDA percentage in column I. And then the include array in column M. The total should be 27. Here is the formula used. For the seventh example, we will apply the sum product to arrive at the net income margin percentage revenue for beta over month 2 and 3. First, we have to reference the business unit array in column B. Then the month range in column F, which we will need to reference twice in this formula, given we want to capture months 2 and 3. This formula is a little more challenging because we need to reference the net income array in column J. Then divide it by the revenue range in column G, and then by the number of months that we are referencing, which is 2 months in this example. You will return an amount of 10.59% if you correctly applied the sum product formula. Once more, here is the formula to calculate the net income margin for beta over month 2 and 3. The eighth sum product example will derive the gross margin for Echo over month 1 and 3. The first range referenced is business units in column B. The next array needed in the formula is month in column F. Given we want to capture both month 1 and 3, we need to reference this range twice. The third array in the sum product formula is column G, revenue, which the fourth array, cost of goods sold, is subtracted from in order to return 60. In summary, here is the formula to compute gross margin for Echo in months 1 and 3. The next example will seek to find the aggregate EBITDA across Beta, Charlie and Echo in month 1. First we reference column F or month. Then the business unit field in column B. As we want to aggregate the EBITDA of 3 business units, we must reference the column B array 3 times. Next, we reference the revenue data in column G, which we multiply by the array in column I, the EBITDA percentage data set. If the formula is correctly applied, then you will return a value of 28.9. The final sum product example will return the total FTEs or full-time employees across the business units of Alpha, Beta and Delta for month 4. First reference the month array or column F. Next, you need to reference the business unit data, which we will need to reference 3 times because we want to capture the FTEs across 3 business units. Now we reference the revenue array in column G, which we will divide by the revenue per full-time range in column K. You should return a value of 431.71 for total FTEs across 3 business units in month 4. Feel free to comment, subscribe to our channel, or like this video.